military. However, the 2012 NDAA had two new sections added, Section 1021 and 1022. Janice Music, my partner in this effort, and I dropped out these sections to you, so I won't go into deep detail on both sections. Sorry. These sections state, under the laws of war, the military could indefinitely detain you without trial or due process. The following are examples of covered persons. A person who was a part or substantially supported Al-Qaeda, the Taliban, or associated forces that are engaging in hostilities against the U.S. or its coalition partners, including any person who committed a belligerent act. What is a belligerent act? That was not and still is not defined, therefore it stays open to interpretation. The word is so vague that this could be used against any person. In 2013, Judge Forrest ruled in the Hedges versus Obama case that the sections were unconstitutional. And within 24 hours, the Obama administration was appealing the decision, stating it would substantially undermine the administration. It was then given an extension, and to this day, as far as I can find, it's still under that extension. I believe the town of Buhl in Twin Falls County has a responsible and very competent police force, and in fact are capable of taking care of law enforcement in our town. While they and you members of the City Council honor the oath of office each of you took to defend and support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution and laws of Idaho. For our local government to allow the military to act in our town under the laws of war could reduce us to the events of 1942, when Japanese American citizens of the U.S. were herded like cattle to internment camps under the laws of war. These Americans were split from their families, communities, homes, and businesses because they were presumed guilty until proven innocent or until the end of hostilities. These American citizens were in fact held until the end of hostilities in 1945. It may be of interest to the council that in January of this year, there was a meeting in Las Vegas where sheriffs and police officers from around the country, including our local Sheriff Carter, had a meeting on the topic of constitutionality, and a resolution was adopted there. Many law enforcement officers from across the country, including two of Idaho's sheriffs, one from Owyhee County and the other from, I think, Benewar County, signed a resolution stating, quote, "In order to protect the American people, be it resolved that following abuses will not be tolerated," end quote. Among these abuses were gun confiscation and military or federal agencies operating under power granted under the laws of war against American citizens, and constitutional incarceration without charges and complete due process. The resolution also says, quote, "There is no greater obligation or responsibility of any government officer than to protect the rights of the people," unquote. So on behalf of myself and other citizens of Buhl, young and old, please put the resolution I gave you a couple weeks ago on the agenda for next month, at which time I hope you will pass it. That's right. Thank you.